Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. Today's video is going to be a VR video to Benebell Wen, and the hashtag is 7 philosophical questions. And I originally seen this on the BoyDiviner's channel, so I'm going to be putting both of the links to those particular videos down below. And this is something that, just to kind of touch base on how this works, is you ask your tarot deck 7 questions, and these 7 questions are supposed to be something that would not be in your conscious mind. These are answered by your subconscious. So I'm going to ask my higher self to please answer these questions to the truest way that my higher self would answer these, not the way I would answer these. Because I already pretty much know how I would personally answer these, but that doesn't mean that that's how my true higher self would answer them. So I will put all the questions down below as well. The first question was, it's called the Trolley Dilemma. Divert the course of nature and kill 1 to save 5, or let nature take its course and let the 5 die. So, something that I also am supposed to do. Well, I don't have to, but I really like how she did that. You know how I'm going to use my Spirit Keepers tarot deck, and I'm not really super familiar with this deck yet, so I am going to be using the little white book that comes with it. Where did I put it? In the box still. So the way that she did it was pick out your Fool card, so to speak, choice. Remember, there's 3 of them in here. And then, okay, the Keeper, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the Seeker. This is the card I'm going to use. So what you do is you shuffle the deck. I need to take the other one out of there, though. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Shuffle the deck, and the card that's, after you've shuffled and you've asked the question, the card that is sitting underneath of your significator card would be the card for answering the question. And my significator card is the Seeker. All right, so do I divert the course of nature and kill 1 to save 5, or do I let nature take its course and let the 5 die? All right, let's see. I'm just going to shuffle it one time. A cascade shuffle. I'm always really careful with these. All right, so let me find the significator card. Where are you, Seeker? All right, I found the Seeker and the card underneath of it. The Wheel of Life. The Sphinx, Destiny Turning. I already have an idea that just means that I would let my higher self would let destiny take its course, whatever is going to happen. And I'm going to tell you that's what my subconscious would do, or my conscious mind would do also. Not because I'm slow to not that I'm slow to action, but I think that things happen for a reason in my own beliefs. But let's see what it says for this card in the deck. So, the Wheel of Life. All right. Is there a table of contents? No. Okay. The Wheel of Life. When key 10 appears to you, you are at a major turning point in your life. This is the symbol of changing cycles and even the cycles of our mind, how we change our perspectives based on the evolution of our experiences. This is also our karma and the law of causation. This is the guardian spirit present during a major shift in your life. So that doesn't really say like what I said. However, at the bottom, it says destiny turning. So automatically that makes me think, and you can see the wheel, like I think of like the cycle of life, you know, life and death and everything happens for a reason, yada, yada, yada. You get where I'm going with this. So my answer would be, I would let the 5 die. Because, I mean, how do you know that something's not going to happen? And right at the last minute, those 5 are going to see it and you know, whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. That's just the way I see it. But anyways, so the second question is, what difficult truth about human condition are you ignoring? Okay. Well, I have put the significator back in there. And you know what? Let me write this down. Well, I guess I'll have my video as reference, right? Because I want to put this in my book, in my tarot journal. So, what difficult truth about human condition are you ignoring? What difficult truth about human condition, about the human condition, am I ignoring? I'm going to shuffle it one time, like a cascade. All right, now let me find the significator. And the time that it takes me to find it, I'm just going to cut that out, guys. Okay, it didn't take me that long this time. The Chancellor, which is 11. Wow, Justice. Angel of Justice. Yeah. Yeah. Without even looking at it, I think that that's one of the things that I find difficult truth of human condition that I may be ignoring, is that, you know, maybe things always seem so black and white, but in truth, they're not. Granted, I always see most things as gray. But I am learning that there's not necessarily, you know, a light and a dark. It's about experiencing. For me, it's about experiencing. But let's see what it says for this card, number 11. The Chancellor. This spirit represents rectification, measures that counter karmic consequences. It is spirit guiding you towards balanced judgment and making clear decisions. Do not judge based on appearances. Choose balanced actions, balanced words, and balanced thought. When the Chancellor appears to you, it is a call to make the necessary adjustments so that you might restore balance. The Angel of Justice arrives when all considerations have been duly weighed, and the resulting outcome of the choices that you've made, your actions and your speech, have now been determined. Key 11 marks that point when the truth comes out. The scales of your life are about to get tipped so that balance can be maintained. What difficult truth about the human condition are you ignoring? Maybe just like what I said, the fact is that most people are just doing the best that they can based on the experiences that they've had. And, you know, maybe they just, you know, for one, it's not for me to judge. So, and maybe there really isn't, I don't know. I'm kind of, maybe that's where my dilemma is. So, yeah, that's a tough one for me. So, the next question is, what does it mean to live a good life? So, I put the significator card back in the pile. What does it mean to live a good life? Because, you know, my conscious mind, I always think that I've always thought about karma, but I'm really starting to switch to different thought process. You know, it's more about experiencing versus, and I think that's coming with, you know, balance. Not male or female, not yin or yang. It's all one. It's all part of the whole. So anyways, moving on to the next one. Okay. What does it mean to live a good life? What does it mean to live a good life? What does it mean to me? Or to my higher self? What does it mean to? All right. I'm going to do like a cascade again, or like a waterfall. All right, now let me find the significator card. Come on now. Watch it be the very last one in the pile this time. This is really a very interesting set of questions. Where are you? What does it mean to live a good life? Where did you go? Yeah, like I said, it's probably the very last. Okay, so vagabond. Oh, 5 of, ah. This is so friggin' true. Oh my gosh. My first thought. So what came up was the 5 of orbs. For me, and I've said this so many times, what I take from this before reading it out of the book is that, you know, life is about learning lessons and experiencing, and true growth, in my opinion, doesn't come from always having things just go just the way that you want them. True spiritual growth comes from adversity and struggle and learning so that you can be more compassionate and learn from other people's perspectives. So that's what I get out of this card. So let me see what it says. So this would be like equivalent to the 5 of Pentacles. All right, so where are we? Oh, I missed it. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Am I going in the wrong direction? Okay, it goes right to... This is kind of weird. Okay. Here we go. 5 of Orbs. The Vagabond. The Vagabond is the spirit of alienation and feeling alienated. Crowning the holy temple is a lotus blossom that features 5 petals, symbolizing the 5 aggregates of suffering: sensation, consciousness, physical forms, perception, and thought forms. The vagabond appears by your side when you are the wanderer with no sense of home or identity. This is the spirit that comes to you when your spirit is restless and when you are in search of meaning. This is the spirit who will teach you toughness and resilience, but does so by putting you through the gauntlet of material trouble. Yeah, pretty much what I just said. That I think that a good life, if, in my opinion, if you're doing it right for your own evolution, your own enlightenment, is going to come with a whole lot of hard lessons. But through those lessons, you become more enlightened so that you can move on to the next stage. That's definitely how I see that. All right, so the next question is, where does your self-worth come from? Ooh. So I've put the significator card back in the pile. Where does my self-worth come from? All right, let me find the significator card. Where does my self-worth come from? Watch it be the very last one again. That would be my luck, right? No. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. Archangel Commander. Angel of storms and battles. Archangel Commander. Angel of storms and battles. So I'm guessing that this is maybe the King of Swords. Let us find out. Yep. Okay. Archangel of Commander. Archangel Commander. King of Swords. And what was this question? Where does your self-worth come from? The King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. Uscu ad finam. We shall fight to the very end. He is the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is the Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The King of Swords is your divine warrior who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the Commander of the Light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement, and now that spiritual reinforcement has come. Led at the helm by your greatest champion, the Archangel Commander, you're preparing for a fight, and the Archangel Commander appears to you now in advocacy of your cause. Ooh, I get goosebumps. Yes. from the Archangel. I don't think I need to say anything more. That is freaking awesome. Okay. So, 5. What has existed before our universe was created? Okay. So the Seeker is back in the pile. All about the Seeker. Being a truth seeker and knowledge seeker, right? What had existed before our universe was created? Now, my conscious mind already has a thought on that. But let's see if I'm in tune with what my higher self is saying that it is, which I consider my subconscious. What had existed before our universe was created? What had existed before our universe was created? That threw, oh my gosh. I wonder if I should use that. No. I'm going to hold this aside because this flew out. All right. Let me look for the Seeker. It might just have to be both cards. Come on. Where are you? There we go. So, the burden one, the 10 of Scepters, which I'm guessing is 10 of Wands. So, what had existed before our universe was created? Fiery and destructive energy. Oh my gosh. The Destroyer. Those were the 2 cards that I got. So energy and thought. It's powerful energy and our consciousness. And then we came together and created our universe. You know, and that is just exactly what I believe too, because I believe that we can change what happens in our life because of our intentions and thoughts, like the law of attraction. Yeah, baby. But I will read these. Wow. 10 of Scepters and 10 of Swords, right? Wow. Okay, so let's find the 10s. And those are both ending of their cycles and beginning something new, right? All right. All right. The burdened one, which I'm going to read actually the Destroyer first because that's the first one that came flying out. And that is the 10 of Swords. The Destroyer is ruin personified. Here you are watching the dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The Destroyer is downfall as a consequence of our acts. Oh. Okay, sorry. I had to take Sully out really, really fast. So, where was I? The Destroyer. Let me put my glasses on. Not so easy. The Destroyer is ruin personified. Here you are watching the dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The Destroyer is downfall as a consequence of your acts. There has been a fall from grace. The Destroyer appearing before you can be an omen from a death spirit or a triple goddess motif portending doom, destruction, or plunder. If you have erred and let pride or glory corrupt you, then the destroyer is here to cut down that pride and glory so that you might find your way back onto the rectified path of wisdom. If you have been unduly betrayed or hurt by another, then the destroyer is here to pull the swords out from your back and will ravage vengeance on your behalf. What goes around will come around. The destroyer is here to warn you of deception afoot, treachery, perhaps even treason that threatens your well-being. Be cautious of your environment and who you're trusting. Yes. So the burdened one. See, I do see those a little bit different because I also think of numerology. So let's see, the 10 of, and 10 breaks down to 1, which is like new beginnings. Realm of tens, the burdened one, 10 of scepters. The spirit resident in this card is the carrier of sorrows. The burdened one is oppression we bring onto ourselves when we don't temper or when we have I don't even know, to others using us as their beasts of burden. The series of decisions that you have made along the way have led up to this culminating point of unduly carrying the responsibilities of others. Are the hands of spirit holding the rods to help you carry the weight of your load, or are the hands of spirit presenting the burden to you to test your strength, resolve, and perseverance? Is this a divine trial or divine assistance? The mystic rose at the center between the hands symbolizes a secret, a mystery. Indicating that you don't know everything. There are greater reasons for why you are where you are. There is purpose, and you are not yet privy to what that purpose is. The 10 of scepters is the card of laborious tasks. Interesting. What, Bubby? You got to go potty again? You just told me yes, so give me a second. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, that was what had existed before our universe was created. I see these a little bit different than what the book is describing, or maybe my way that I'm taking what the book is saying. I see one as thought, and I see one as like pure fire energy. I see them being like an end of one cycle as a new cycle begins, or like that last step before the birth of something. So I see one as like a massive cloud of energy that is intelligent, like our consciousness, our group consciousness, our planetary consciousness, coming together in thought in order for us to go through all of these experiences in order to move on to the next phases. That's how I see it. So, very interesting. Okay, so the next question is, let me put this in here. The next question is, are you ethically obligated to improve yourself? And and the seeker just flew out at me. That is my answer right there. I'm telling you, that is my answer. I say all the time that life is about being the fool. Life is about experiencing, right? So ethically, are you obligated to improve yourself? No. And yes, I think if you want to evolve onto the next step, I think yes. But I think ultimately, regardless of what you're doing, whether you think it's good or bad, I think it's all about experiencing what you're supposed to experience in order to learn whatever lessons you're supposed to learn in order to move on to the next existence or the next frequency, the higher frequency, the next frequency. So that kind of answered that question for me. So, 7, what is divinity? All right, what is divinity? What is divinity? Oh my gosh, stop it. All right, if I can keep these all together here. What is divinity? What is divinity? What is divinity? All right, let me just do a waterfall side shuffle. And let me find the significator card. What is divinity? All right, where are you at? All right, come on. Oh my goodness, come on, where are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it was like 5th from the end, and the one behind it was, whoops, the one behind it was Stronghold of the Zephyrs, Herald of the Consummating. So let's see, I think that is the Strongholds. Is that a knight? I believe that's a knight, and that would be of swords, I believe. Yeah, or Page of Swords. Okay, so it says, use my stinking glasses. The Stronghold of the Zephyrs, or Page of Swords, comes bearing an important message to you or an opportunity about your social status, community relations, a political or legal matter, higher education, greater social network that you are a part of or engaged with, or a matter pertaining closely to your pursuit of glory. The Page of Swords appears as affirmation of victory to come if you agree to take on the challenges and walk through the gauntlet. The presence of the Stronghold of the Zephyrs can also be an emissary sent by a deity of war, battles, or storms, a divinity of the skies, winds, or air, or a pantheon from the Eastern Hemisphere. So, what is divinity? I mean, from that, what I took from that was opportunity about your social status, community relations, a political or legal matter, higher education, greater. It's like I keep on saying, for me, and it's probably because that's what my belief is, so that's what I'm going to take out of each one of these. That's probably what the whole lesson of this really is. But divinity to me is everybody, everything, every experience. It's all of it. We're all divinity. So the experiences that we have, those it's like a hive mind kind of thing. If you're thinking about like science fiction, okay, like the hive mind. And we are just in a physical form right now for this particular, you know, 3D, three-dimensional experience. And then as we move on through this ascension, we move up. And I look at that the same way as I do like the chakras, moving up into a different area. And the heart would be the next thing that I believe that our society needs to move into, and then on and on and on and up. And the higher up we go, just like in the crown chakra, the more in touch you are with that higher self or your divinity. So, and when you reach like your third eye, that's when all of these other, you know, abilities, psychic abilities, that's where those stem from. So, wow, this was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm going to put a link to both Benebell Wen's original video on this and where I seen it first on BoyDiviner's channel. I hope you like this, and I hope to see you doing this as well. And I'm sending you guys all love and light. Thank you.